Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. Very interesting video today. I just watched, it was over a 2 hour interview with Mod K. And I will link that interview in the description so you guys can kind of see what points I'm talking about if you guys want to. It was actually, I enjoyed listening to the whole thing. It gave me a different perspective on certain things. I love RuneScape. RuneScape is a game that I've come back to many times. I've always enjoyed making videos for it. It's been a really fun experience in my life overall. Right, I started playing it when I was younger, and now that I'm an older adult, I'm still coming back to spend some relaxed time on this game. So I really enjoy it, and he came up with a few things. He was talking about a few points that I felt was very interesting. He does play the game, and he said that he doesn't see bots in the game, which I thought was very interesting. I'm not sure what skills he's playing and things, but I think most of us that have played the game, we have definitely seen bots in Old School RuneScape. If you don't agree with that, that's fine. I just different skills that I've played. I have seen many different suspicious characters. I will say that, right? I guess I can't say they are bot because I'm not sure. But listen, there's some suspicious characters on this game, and for him not to see any, I think that was very interesting. He also thinks that botting isn't that big of a deal, and if Jagex was to ban the bots, it would look very bad on them since they're trying to sell the company, and they would lose a lot of money. There was a lot of money issues that he was bringing up, which is a thing. When you run anything, and you're trying to make a profit, there's different ways that you have to think about things. Wanting to keep the revenue from the bots was very interesting. He even brought up real world trading, like selling gold, and he was thinking about an idea of them being able to do that and have Jagex make money off the top, like in a safe spot or something. It was very interesting. I've never really listened to him talk. I've never really been into all the interviews and things that the old school RuneScape does. I think it's amazing that they do that stuff. But he's a very interesting dude, and he was the way that I took what he was saying, that botting is not as big as an issue as people think it is, and it's not a big deal. He even came up with an idea to, instead of banning the bots, to hide the bots so people couldn't see them, so it wasn't that big of a deal for players. That's a very interesting take. His thing about it was, if they removed all the bots, items in the game would go up in price, which he thought was a negative thing. Now, personally for me, if you did ban all the bots in RuneScape, which I don't think you could efficiently, because I think there would be some wrongful bans and things. It's a tough situation, in my opinion, right? Maybe they can find it out really easy. As an XJ mod, he's never even seen a bot, right? He doesn't, when he plays the game, he doesn't even see them. So hey, maybe they're looking for things that we're not. It's definitely a thing, but if prices were to go up on certain things, I think that would be kind of it would open up different avenues for real players, right? Especially the lower level players, because a lot of these items that are botted and stuff that are just not expensive, and it's because they're botted out. There's so many. I think a great example is the sharks. There was a thing that I was watching about why sharks dropped, and it was because of there was a few like bot scripts that creators that were like arguing with each other, and he gave it out for free, and everybody was botting minnows, and they dropped all the prices of Shark. Shark was like at an all-time low, I guess, because usually Shark was always around 1,000 GP ish, somewhere around there. And when I was looking at Shark the other day, they were super low, and I was looking at some Shark stuff, and I came across a video that was talking about it, which I was like, all right, that's pretty interesting. But if you took away a lot of the bots, items would go up. But I think for the lower level players or mid-range players, I think it would open up some money making guides for those players, and I think it would be okay. But I just thought it was very interesting that a J-Mod, an ex-J-Mod, he no longer works at the company, but that would have this take about bots and them being okay in the game, because of the revenue gains and because of the prices and things and supplies coming into the game. It helps the game out. I thought it was very interesting. Do I agree with it? As a player, I don't agree that bots are a good thing. Now listen though, if I was running, let's say I was like Looney CEO and I was in charge of everything, and I was looking at the percentage of bots, and I was like, all right, listen, these bots are bringing me in $2 million extra a year. Is it worth keeping them in? That would be a question to ask yourself, right? Now, a lot of people like straight up be like, no, it's not worth it. But come on, guys. You could buy a lot of Taco Bell with $2 million, right? So I'm not defending anybody. I'm not saying that I would or wouldn't. Listen, I'm glad I'm not in that predicament. But it was interesting. Like I said, I guess he does. I think he said he streams and things like that too. So I think that's pretty interesting. If you guys want to go check him out, don't hate on him or anything like that. For never really seeing a bot in the game, or thinking bots are okay, or real world trading would be definitely a great thing if they had a spot that you could do it. Because his question or his thing about real world trading was what's wrong with it? It's like, well, we have a bot issue at the moment anyway. And if you're going to allow people to sell gold, how many more bots do you think would come in the game? It's one of those things that I don't know. Hey, listen, he sounds like a cool dude. He made money through RuneScape. He worked there. He got to see the ins and outs. We haven't. So, when it comes down to it, it's a business. But do I agree that bots should be in the game, or if they're okay? Even if they are in the game, what if you hide them? I'm not even joking. That's something he said. He said, maybe we could hide them, and it's like, I don't know, man. He said, like I said, he sounded like a really cool guy. This is the first time I ever really heard him talk. I never really got into the J-Mod stuff or really got involved in that stuff. Back in the day, Nightmare RH would always make fun of Mod Mark and stuff like that. The J-Mods nowadays, I don't even know who they are, but I'll say this. I think RuneScape is in a good spot. Like, I play different games, and RuneScape is loved by a lot of people, and the quality of content that RuneScape has is really, really unique. RuneScape just came out with a boss for mid-range players. Most games don't do that. It's all in-game. But RuneScape is focusing on all the players, which I think is cool. One other thing that I wanted to mention, I don't even know if he should have said this. He said there was discussions of top people in Jagex. I don't know who it was, and I could be wording this incorrectly, but it was someone higher up, right, in meetings, talking about rigging the polls. I'm not sure if he should have said that, but he did. Guys, if you haven't watched the interview, it's very interesting. I think you'll enjoy it. All right. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel, like the video, do all that fun stuff. And like always, anything goes good with a Dragon Med.